10 biggest professional athletes. But first, thanks Valerie for being a loyal subscriber and leaving us this comment on our couples you wouldn't believe exist video. Our channel is growing, but we could always use more subs. Number 10. Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard is a professional NBA superstar currently playing for the Atlanta Hawks as center. At 6'11", he might not be the tallest star on the court, but he's certainly got some big muscles and some big power when he throws down some fierce jams. This 8-time All-Star and 3-time Defensive Player of the Year make him a force to be reckoned with in the post. Dwight Howard got the nickname of Superman when he put on a cape during the slam dunk contest in 2008, showing off his unbelievable vertical and talent. Although he hasn't won any rings just yet, and caused a little bit of drama while with the Lakers, he's undoubtedly a player with much force and ability that should come to light soon. Number 9. Nick Mangold. Center for the New York Jets, this legendary offensive lineman was drafted first round from the 2006 NFL Draft. He's a player that every team would appreciate having on their team, and the New York Times ranked him as the best center in the league in 2011. You would believe that he'd make a good center, considering that he was born in Centerville, Ohio in 1984. Recently, he suffered an ankle injury, but he's been one of the most durable players in the NFL and has been selected for the Pro Bowl 7 times. That's pretty impressive. He's also started in every game he's played in, which is a total of 163 games. Number 8. CC Sabathia. CC Sabathia is a starting pitcher for the New York Yankees, and many would say he's on the fluffy side. Weighing 290 pounds for a pitcher who normally has to make an average of 100 pitches per outing seems a tad excessive. Not only is he one of the heaviest pitchers in the MLB, he's also one of the highest paid. He receives $23 million a year and is guaranteed $161 million in 7 years. That's a lot of money for someone just to play a game. With a career ERA of 3.70 and a win-loss record of 223 to 141, he's been a reliable go-to guy for the Yankees for the most part. He originally started off his career with the Cleveland Indians from 2001 to 2008, played for the Brewers for a year, and then eventually went to the Yankees. His efforts would bring him a ring in 2009 when he won the World Series. This big guy has had a few struggles, but his experience will keep him as a winner in most books. Number 7. Glen Davis. At 6'9" and 289 pounds, Glen Davis doesn't get the name Big Baby for nothing, partially due to the fact that he gets a little bit emotional at times. He's best known for his time spent on the Boston Celtics, where he played a key role helping them win an NBA title. Being about 300 pounds makes it a little bit difficult to run up and down the court, so he normally comes off the bench and adds a little bit of size in the post, which he seemed to do pretty well. While tall players like Dwight Howard tend to have issues making free throws, Glen Davis isn't one of them. Glen Davis saw quite a bit of playing time during the 2009 playoffs after some of the starting players suffered some injuries. He's currently adopted a vegan diet to see if he can lower his weight just a tad. Number 6. Ben Roethlisberger. If it wasn't for a little extra cardio during the offseason, Ben Roethlisberger would be the heaviest QB in the NFL. He recently signed a 4-year, $87 million contract, which will make him set to be among the top 5 highest paid athletes in the NFL. With 2 Super Bowl rings and having the 5th all-time passer ranking, it's a little hard to argue with that salary. But if you break it down enough, Ben gets paid at least $1 million per NFL game. At times in his career, he's weighed in at 280 pounds, but managed to get his weight down to 245 with high-intensity cardio workouts. But at 6'5" and at that weight, he certainly doesn't get the nickname Big Ben for nothing. He's not particularly known for his quickness in the backfield, but for the difficulty to take him down. Number 5. Yamamoto Ryuichi. Luckily for me, he just prefers to be called Yama. Yama is not just Japan's heaviest sumo wrestler in the business. He's the heaviest guy in Japan, ever. At 6 foot 3 inches, he weighs 600 pounds, which is 2 times heavier than Big Ben, and about 3.5 times heavier than your average Japanese man. Can someone tell this guy to lay off the all-you-can-eat sushi buffets or what? One account tells a story of where he eats at least 146 pieces of sushi in one sitting. Eventually, he had to retire, and it seems like a sport that's difficult to have a long career in. He currently lives in Los Angeles, California, where he participates in amateur competitions. Number 4. Bartolo Colon. This MLB pitcher from the Dominican Republic gets the nickname Big Sexy for obvious reasons. He's used his short and stubby frame to his advantage while working as a starting pitcher. He's also a Cy Young Award winner and a 4-time All-Star. He's played for a total of 9 different teams during his MLB career, but still no World Series ring just yet. However, with a career ERA of 3.93, he's shown that he can be consistent, even as he begins to get older. In May 2016, he became the oldest player to hit their first home run. This happened at the age of 42. He definitely packs a lot of punch. Number 3. DeMarcus Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins is an NBA superstar currently playing for the Sacramento Kings and selected 5th overall from the University of Kentucky. At 6'11" and 270 pounds, DeMarcus certainly weighs more than your average NBA center. His salary isn't too shabby either, getting paid roughly $17 million a year in 2016, and it'll be about the same the next year, give or take a few $100,000. He's still a little unproven when it comes to the postseason, but his individual achievements haven't been too bad so far. He also took home gold while playing for the USA Olympic team during the 2016 tournament. His ability to score points has been his overall advantage, and even put up 50 points in December 2016 against the Portland Trail Blazers. Being only 26 years old, he's got a lot of time in the NBA if he stays healthy, and will be a big factor if the Kings are able to make a playoff run. Number 2. Johnny Broxton. Normally, it's not a big deal for an MLB pitcher to have a few extra pounds on them, especially for relieving pitchers. They only really need to go out there for maybe 15 to 20 pitches, so it's not a ton of work. Weighing in at 305 pounds and measuring 6'5", Johnny Broxton is the heaviest MLB player and is normally lights out during the 9th inning. Over his career, he's had 742 strikeouts, a low ERA of 3.33, and 118 saves. He went on to play for 4 other teams and is the current closer for the St. Louis Cardinals. This 2-time All-Star is overdue to win a championship and might even have the chance with the St. Louis Cardinals. And number 1, Vince Wilfork. If you're playing offensive line, you really have to hope you aren't going against this guy on Sunday or any day of the week. Vince Wilfork is a lean, mean killing machine. Okay, maybe not so lean after all. But at 6'2" and 325 pounds, Vince Wilfork is certainly a force to reckon with. He's a 2-time Super Bowl champion who's currently playing for the Houston Texans. While he didn't seem too graceful doing it, the big man has got some speed. Even recently, during the 2014 and 2015 season, he started all 16 games and only missing 1 during the 2016 season.